Hey everybody, today we're taking a look at the ALLPOWERS VOLIX P300 portable power station. This is a 256 watt-hour unit with a 300 watt pure sine wave inverter, which is capable of handling up to 600 watts on surge. It's designed for portable use, off-grid scenarios, and even basic home backup situations. I'm also pairing it with their 100 watt foldable solar panel, which gives you a flexible setup whether you're camping, traveling, working outdoors, or just want a simple way to generate power without relying on the grid. So first, let's talk about the solar panel side of the setup. Right away, one of the things I notice is how light and easy this is to carry. Even folded up, it doesn't feel awkward or bulky, and it has this durable canvas-style outer material that feels like it's meant to be used outdoors, not something that you're gonna have to baby. Once you open it up, you've got these polysilicone panels with a reflective surface that's designed to help maximize efficiency. There's also cord loops on both sides, which is a nice touch if you're setting this thing up somewhere windy or uneven and you want to stake it down so that it stays positioned properly. Solar really comes down to placement and conditions. Today it's partly cloudy, so it isn't ideal solar weather, but it actually makes for a good real-world example. Right now I'm only seeing around 8 watts coming into the power station, and that's totally expected with cloud coverage like this. The more direct sunlight you have, the better your output is going to be, and on a clear day with full sun, you'd obviously see much higher input, closer to what the panel is rated for. One of the things I actually really like here is how everything is built directly into the panel itself. On the back, there's a built-in zipper pocket that holds all of the power cables, so nothing gets lost and everything is always right where you need it when you're setting up or breaking down. Inside, you've got 2 main connection options, and both of these cables are good length, which gives you flexibility when positioning the panel relative to the power station. The first option is an XT60 connector, which plugs directly into the ALLPOWERS power station. This is probably what most people are going to use when they're pairing it with this unit. There's also a section option, which is a DC barrel connector setup. This one includes multiple additional adapters for different input sizes, which makes the panel a lot more versatile and modular. So even if you're not using this exact power station, there's a really good chance this solar panel will still work with whatever setup you already own. All right, now that we've covered the solar panel side of things, let's take a closer look at the power station itself. So before we come in for a closer look on the power station, all of its ins and outs, a really nice design here overall. It's kind of like an oversized lunchbox, and it's not too heavy either, just under 10 pounds here. So it's got some weight to it, but not overly heavy. Does have a carry handle on top, which is a nice touch, which really makes it easy to carry in and out depending on the application here. So if we start to come in for a closer look on the power station here, really nice design up front. Very easy to read and understand what is what and what goes where. I'm about to cover all of that for you. You can hold the power button for a few seconds and this will turn it on and off respectively. And then you've got this nice big display screen that's right here. It's really easy to read, good colors, etc. And lots of data too. So when you're charging, where your current charge status is at, 98%, how much time you have left depending on what you're drawing and for how long. So it's going to give you that, and we'll see that as we start to charge some different devices, what your output wattage is, what your input wattage is if you're charging, etc., whether you're charging off of the wall or off of solar panels, etc. So on the right side here, you've got your AC output, and you do need to press the button to enable that, and then it'll have a nice little icon up here. So remember, this can handle 300 watt output with a surge of 600, and then you've got your DC output over here. So if you need something that has a 12 volt DC to power something like your inflatables, an air inflator, etc., paddle boards, etc., you could plug that in directly right here and get that power. So let me show you how that works. So you've got all your different stuff up here. You can see it's got a little eco mode icon up here, and then if I hit the AC output button, watch right here, right, you'll see a little icon pops up right here, and if I hit the one for DC, that one's going to turn on over here as well. Okay, and so you know that it is enabled because a little icon turns on and off respectively. As well, we've got a few different USB ports down here. You've got 2 USB-A's on the left and right, rated at 18 watts, and then you've got a USB-C 100 watt capable. This is great because if you want to really charge your smartphone super fast, you could do that, but 100 watts is usually more than enough for most laptops, and most laptops use USB-C to USB-C nowadays, so you can use that right here if you didn't bring your AC adapter, wall adapter, etc. here, okay? Then if we start to look around the side, just a couple other ports over here. So you've got your AC input, so when you want to recharge this, the fastest way is going to be doing that with the included cable, or if you want to do solar with the XT60s, kind of as we saw with the solar panel, you can plug directly in here. And then on the opposite side is just going to be your fan port here. This thing is pretty quiet when it's under use here, but just to point that out. And then on the very bottom is the label here, which has all of the different specs. If you ever need a quick refresher on what the product output or input specifications are, you can quickly and easily reference those right here. So we'll do a first example of charging my MacBook Pro over here. We're going to use the USB port, which is rated up to 100 watts. And I've also got a cable right here that's got a little chip and a display that tells you how much wattage is coming out of this, okay? So we're going to plug this into the side like so. You're going to notice that it doesn't charge immediately. And one of the reasons for that is you need to make sure that you hit the DC output button to turn on the USB ports if you want power. As soon as you hit that, boom, the output starts. You can see the chip right down there showing you how much wattage is coming out of this. And currently my computer is only 52% charged, so it may not pull the full 75 or 80 watts needed, but we're gonna find out. Look at this, so it's coming out. It's actually outputting, it says it's pulling 88 watts right off of the power bank right here, which is pretty cool. And then let's see what it says over here, and that's pretty close. It says it's pulling 91 watts through the cable here. So, and it fluctuates up and down on my computer depending on how it starts the charging process, right? But you can see it's pretty solid, really close right here, 91. My cord says 88, give or take, and then there's just a little bit in between the sauce. Who cares? No big deal, but totally doable. Computer is charging. Cool, on to the next thing. And now another option might be using the AC output for one of my studio lights that I've got right here. So remember, once again, you want to press the button so that it is turned on and enabled. Then you can plug this in right here and you see the light just turns on really quick and easy. And we've got the remote control here. All of the normal on-off stuff works as expected, but you can also see that this light is currently pulling 68 watts. We know we have a threshold of 300 watts total. So no problems here. Let's see if we can, what happens when we use something that is too strong for the inverter. So if we try powering something way too strong for the inverter, this is a heat gun. It's rated at 1200 watts and its high setting probably around 600 or 700 watts. In its low mode, you're gonna see how it triggers the safety mechanism and cuts the power, right? And gives you a little warning signal, and then how you can reset that. So on low, and it's barely going, but this is not what it normally sounds like. It's barely even giving me any heat. And then if we put it on high, right there, it just instantly triggered it, right? You can hear it cut off, goes to 0, and then up here in the corner, you can see there's a little flashing emblem, okay? So then if you wanna reset this, all you have to do is just hit the AC button again, right? Turn the output on and back off, and then it's gonna reset, it's gonna be good to go. But obviously if you keep trying to run something that it's not rated for, right, it's eventually gonna trigger and set itself off. But it's nice to know that it has that feature built in to cut things off for your safety. Now, one of the last few features that stands out that's really great is their uninterrupted power supply option. What that means is you can keep the power bank connected and charged, ready to go at the wall at all times, while simultaneously having something plugged into the AC port, powered, working like normal. This is great if you happen to be in a place where maybe there's storms, sometimes the power goes out, or you're expecting it to, and you don't want any downtime. You have it plugged into the power bank is plugged into the wall. If the power goes off in 20 milliseconds or something like that, this thing kicks on and keeps things powered, so you have uninterrupted service for whatever reasons you might need. One of the last things I want to mention is they do have an app that you can connect to via Bluetooth, so you can see the stuff on your phone and have a little more control if you need or want it. Yeah, all you have to do is hold the button for a few seconds right here under the DC port. Yes, it is labeled right here, but it's kind of easy to get overlooked. Just hold it for a few seconds. It'll enable Bluetooth. You'll be able to connect to the app. If you want to turn Bluetooth off, hold it for a few seconds right there. Just a little troubleshooting and FYI if you want to use that feature. So overall, the setup feels really well thought out, and between the solar panel and the power station, it's simple to set up, it's easy to move around, and it's flexible enough for a lot of different use cases, whether that's outdoor trips, emergency backup, or just having portable power when you need it. One last thing worth mentioning is the battery chemistry inside this power station. This uses a LiFePO battery instead of a standard lithium-ion battery, which means that it's designed for a much longer lifespan, up to about 4,000 charge cycles worth. So in real terms, that's years of regular use with better long-term reliability and stability compared to traditional lithium batteries. So if you're looking for something compact, versatile, and built to last, this is definitely a solid portable power option to consider.